Hi, and welcome to Discover Oklahoma. I'm Lauren Nelson.
And I'm Dean O'Lally. Today we're coming to you from a place called Climb Up. It's a great indoor rock climbing location in Norman.
They also have a location in Oklahoma City. At both locations, you can become a member, visit for just a single session, or book a field trip or birthday party. And that's not all. They also offer yoga and fitness classes. We'll show you around throughout the show. This is a great place to come if you want a little indoor activity.
But if you want some outdoor adventures, guess what? As always, we have you covered there too.
We've got a place to go for some exercise where you can make a big splash. Our Jeff Roberts checks out Riversport Rapids.
All right, to borrow a line from Wolf Brand Chili, how long has it been since you've been to Riversport Adventures?
That's too long.
Thank you, Holland. Yeah, it is. Today, let's find out what's new at Riversport Adventures.
Man, so much to see and do for those who've never been here or those that have, but not this summer. Summer camps, Friday evening glow, floating films, and zip line.
All right, the things I do for Discover Oklahoma. Zipping across the Oklahoma River. Here we go.
No, I'm not totally lacking the zippity part of my doodah day. I'm just zipping across the Oklahoma River. However, as I approach 50 miles an hour, I'm having second thoughts. And now that I've hit 60, I'm having third or fourth thoughts. But I finally came to the conclusion that as I'm about to stop here on this zip line,
Oh, there's the stop.
that, you know, it's a lot like life ziplining. It's over before you know it, and you don't remember much because it went so fast.
But the bad thing about this is if you do this, you got to go back. Here we go.
Okay, enough playing around. Right in the heart of Oklahoma City, you can whitewater raft, climb the Sandridge Sky Trail, and more. Now, Executive Director of the Oklahoma City Boathouse Foundation, Mike Knopp, tells us it's even more than he'd hoped it would be.
I felt like this was really a world-class opportunity for Oklahoma City. I don't think I realized how much frankly, the world would be attentive to this by having Olympic trials and having many different events that kind of affirmed this opportunity, which I think added a lot of excitement.
The excitement just might be the whitewater rafting. And after this short safety briefing, let's get excited.
Get down! 1, 2. Woo! Woo!
Of course, after all that hard playing, you gotta eat at Big Water Grill. From out of this water fries, burgers, kids menu, icy drinks, you'll find something you like. Before summer wraps up, you gotta visit Riversport Adventures. But be careful, with all that playing and fun, you might just get healthier in the process. Do us a favor. When you're zipping across the Oklahoma River, yell, "I heard about this from Discover Oklahoma!"
The Riversport Rapids are open through the end of September. The other activities are open most weekends as long as the weather cooperates. You can find out all about hours, costs, and everything else at their website, riversportokc.org.
Riversport Rapids is just a fantastic way to spend a summer day.
It sure is, but when the sun goes down, you can take a step back in time and catch a movie at the drive-in theater.
Lucas Ross is going to take us to Chickasha's Chief Drive-In.
Hey, Lucas here in Chickasha, Oklahoma at the Chief Drive-In, Oklahoma's oldest and continuous running drive-in movie theater. Let's check it out. You have a little bit of a history with this place. When did you first start working here?
When I was 16.
How many drive-in theaters are still here that started a long time ago?
There is 5 or 6, but we're the oldest.
Wow.
And we're the only drive-in in Oklahoma that stays open year-round.
They don't just get one movie; they get like
no,
a whole
you
experience.
get 2 movies, and sometimes if I can get films that are like an hour and a half, I'll show 3.
Really?
Yes.
Do you only pay one price?
Yes. You pay $7 for adults and $5 for kids, and you get to watch 2 to 3 movies. The only thing we ask if you don't bring in outside food or drinks, because we only make money off the concession. This is the concession where you get all the good food. I try to have everything for everybody.
Barbara, you have so much fun stuff to do here, even before the movie starts.
Yes.
How about a quick game of putt-putt?
Yes.
All right.
Let's play.
Let's go.
People bring footballs, they bring frisbees. We have sand out here for the little kids. I have sand buckets inside.
Oh, got it. Ah.
Here we go. There you go. Oh, yeah. We are open 7 days a week in the summer, winter and the fall. We are open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And on holidays, we're open. I gear towards family-friendly movies.
Yeah.
So that's what I want. Someplace for families to be able to come and enjoy themselves. Like when we show the Thunder games, we do it for free.
So you do events on different screens?
Yes,
and stuff
we've
like
shown
that,
the
too.
OU game,
Wow.
done it for free. People can get in for free. As long as they don't bring their stuff and they buy from us, we're good.
Are you guys ready for the movie? Yeah! Can I have some of your snacks? No! Oh, well, there you have it. A look at the Chief Theater in Chickasha. I'm Lucas, discovering Oklahoma. Enjoy the show. Okay, I will.
The Chief Drive-In is open 7 days a week in the summer and on weekend evenings the rest of the year. You can find more information at their website, chiefdriveинtheater.com.
Up next on Discover Oklahoma.
That is the heartbeat of Medicine Park. It is just the most amazing. The river runs through it, but everybody swims in Bath Lakes.
Cool off in one of Oklahoma's most famous summer swimming holes.
It's really a wonderful place to be, and to me it's sort of sacred because it is our national bird.
Plus, we take a tour of one of our state's most hallowed grounds.
Well, my son and I were really impressed with it. It was one of the reasons that he wanted to come today.
And find out what's bringing folks into one of the biggest museums in the state. It's all ahead right here on Discover Oklahoma. The Oklahoma Department of Agritourism salutes the farm on Fish Market in Wynette, home to fresh produce, fresh eggs, and you pick 'em berries.
In the land of wonder and awe, you won't believe you see what you saw. Where there's something to do for young and for old, where stories are written and then they're retold. Visit travelok.com today. Come see for yourself and come out to play.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma. We're having a blast at Climb Up, the rock climbing gym in Norman.
And this is the kind of place you need to visit at least once.
That's right. And another place that you can say that about is an old-fashioned swimming hole in southwestern Oklahoma. Let's head now to cool off at Medicine Park's Bath Lake. Known as Oklahoma's original cobblestone community, Medicine Park is well known for also being the state's destination resort town in the early 1900s. Bath Lake was the center of it all and is still a hub for family fun today.
That is the heartbeat of Medicine Park. It is just the most amazing. The river runs through it, but everybody swims in Bath Lakes.
Candace McCoy lived in Medicine Park as a young girl while her father ran the swimming pool at Bath Lake.
My father came working for a company that bought Medicine Park. It was a private corporation, and they needed someone to run the skating rink, the swimming pool, the cabins, the hotel, and I heard about it forever and ever and ever from my brothers and sisters about how great it was.
Candace and her family came back to Medicine Park in 1995 and have poured their heart and soul into restoring the community to what it used to be, and Bath Lake is at the center of it all.
It's a granite-based swimming hole. We really have a continuous flow of water.
Today, Shelley Cope supervises Bath Lake and says it's truly a gym and a place the whole family can enjoy.
We have this area that's the kiddie pool, and so it's shallow, the kids can reach it. There's also shallow areas on the other side. People can jump off the rocks, and we call this little area the island. So the kids like to jump off of the island and swim from there. They can sit on the waterfall, and there's just a big swimming pool.
Bath Lake is open for swimming from Memorial Day to Labor Day, but you can enjoy fishing in the winter.
In the wintertime, they can fish here from November to March when we stock it for trout. But in the summertime, when it's swimming time, no fishing in the Bath Lake area.
So come and experience Oklahoma's first resort town and spend the day at Bath Lake in Medicine Park.
You can also bring a picnic lunch and just plan on spending all day here and enjoying family time. It's a natural swimming pool, and the water is always constantly moving, so it's fresh. It stays the perfect temperature. It's not cold at all. It's just nice and warm and refreshing.
Are you guys hungry yet?
Bath Lake is open 7 days a week through Labor Day. Admission is $2 a person for anyone over the age of 5.
After all that fun in the sun, you might want to cool down in a pretty cool place.
And we have just the spot. And now this next story, Lauren, is a big deal, literally. The Sam Noble Museum here in Norman has an exhibit that may want to keep you out of the water, at least the ocean, for a while. It's time to visit the Megalodon exhibit. These large sharks first appeared about 60 million years ago. Megalodon's front dorsal fin was about 5 feet tall. Now, you can learn facts such as this and see why there is something called megalomania that has been taking off the past few years, because honestly, Megalodon still intrigues us today.
Well, I think it goes back to we always have this fascination with big, ferocious creatures. And of course, when you're talking about the ocean, sharks are always the things you worry about in the modern sea, and then to realize that in ancient seas you had this giant shark running around that makes the big ones in our current seas look tiny. It's kind of spooky.
Yes, scary and rather large.
For example, you know, we have in the back of the exhibit this series of jaws representing growth stages, from a fairly young megalodon to one of the biggest jaws that would be of biggest individuals found. And the smallest one is starting at about a 30-foot individual, which is bigger than the best known great whites right now.
I couldn't help but think that the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World movies play a part in drumming up enthusiasm for Megalodon.
It definitely does. It's essentially, movies always have an impact on the public and get people's interest. We're also going to get another bonus. I don't know if you're aware of this or not, and I don't know how good it's going to be, but there's another movie scheduled for later this summer entitled Meg, which is actually on Megalodon. You know, the Carcarcoles Megalodon shark. And so we might get another burst of interest from that.
People are finding an avid interest in this exhibit. It's fun and very enlightening. Everyone gets a thrill out of walking through the skeletal model of a megalodon, but the exhibit also answers the basic questions.
Why are we interested in animals like this? How have people reacted to it in the past? You know, there's a whole panel there on cultural things, and you know, how Megalodon appears in stories, monster movies, etc., to, you know, how do we know what we know about Megalodon, the various scientific aspects of it.
This is not a fisherman's tale, but I will say this is an exhibit everyone is enjoying. There are interactive areas, and like the Megalodon itself, there is a ton of information.
Well, my son and I were really impressed with it. It was one of the reasons that he wanted to come today. He's heard a lot about it, read a lot about it, and we were pretty impressed.
It's so realistic, and it's so colorful.
I like the way that they allowed the kids to walk into the shark and, you know, and really feel how big it was. That's the part I liked. And just even normal sharks, how small we are.
Just to experience it. I mean, looking on a page, you're not going to get the gravity of how large it is. A lot of times you see measurements, but most people aren't really great at envisioning that measurement. And so you get to see it. So if you're the type of person that wants to touch, feel, see, be in the middle of it, whatever is your thing and how you experience something, I feel like there's a way here for you to experience that.
The Megalodon exhibit is at the Sam Noble Museum in Norman through January 6th. Children under 17 are admitted to the museum free the first Monday of every month.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
It's a really incredible thing to be able to have people come and share this space with them.
We go behind the scenes at one of the most sacred spaces in the state.
Ooh, my goodness, it's delicious.
And see what they're serving up at this spot in Tulsa that has folks coming back time and again when Discover Oklahoma continues. Great travel tips anytime, like Discover Oklahoma on Facebook, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Set a course for excitement with your free Oklahoma Outdoor Guide. It's your all-in-one handbook for outdoor inspiration. Cabins, campsites, comfy lodges, breathtaking adventures, and so much more. Order yours at travelok.com.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma. We're really enjoying ourselves here at Climb Up in Norman. Now, after you've had your fill of rock climbing here, you can head about 45 minutes to a spot that many in our state hold sacred.
That's true. It's the Eagle Aviary in Shawnee, operated by Citizen Potawatomi Nation. Right now, Darren Brown is going to show us what's so very special about this location.
It's really a wonderful place to be, and to me it's sort of sacred because it is our national bird, and I just enjoy watching them.
The Citizen Potawatomi Nation Eagle Aviary is truly a hidden gem. It sits just outside the busy town of Shawnee, but when you're there, you feel miles away. The aviary story began with Jennifer Randell, her sister Bree, and their mother, all attending college together. Jennifer was studying graphic arts.
So it was fantastic. We were all living together, going to college. She really rubbed it in that she graduated from college before we did, at the age of 52, with her psychology degree.
But their mother died suddenly, putting the sisters on a different and fateful journey.
What the tribe did, the Citizen Potawatomi Nation, which I'm a member of, they presented our family an eagle feather in her honor, that she was going to come work for the tribe. So that single traditional gesture, that material item that we need to do, our prayers and some of our other ceremonies was given to me, and I sat and looked at that feather and I thought, this feather's bigger than I am. This is bigger than me. And so my artist mind, I went and got a camera, went all over the United States going to eagle watches. What I found is Native American aviaries. I'm breaking in a new glove. My other glove that I've had about 2 years, and it's getting thin. And that's
when the Citizen Potawatomi Nation okayed the aviary project, the sisters went all in. This is Mianabe, their star golden eagle. He's their go-to guy for community outreach.
He has a great disposition. He's really mellow. And so, to be able to take him into a classroom setting and to sit down in the middle of a group of kids, it's really nice for them to be able to share that space and time. And they really absorb what they learn a lot better with him.
And the group hopes to learn more from these two birds. They paired up not long ago and have been in the nesting process. Jennifer says it's possible the female will have some eggs soon.
It's a really incredible thing to be able to have people come and share this space with them, and our young people, to get our young people back involved in language and things like that. When we can come out here and do language classes here, and they absorb that much more with this kind of enrichment. This has been a tremendous blessing for our community and our tribe, our nation, just tenfold. I mean, absolutely.
Near Shawnee, discovering Oklahoma. I'm Darren Brown.
If you want to see the eagles, you'll need to make an appointment. For information on how to do that, head to their website, potawatomi.org, and click on the section that says Culture.
Up next on Discover Oklahoma.
I sampled almost every single one of them because I didn't know what I wanted to get, so I tried them all.
From sweet treats to the perfect pasta, where to find it all when Discover Oklahoma continues.
Create your ultimate Oklahoma bucket list with this year's free Oklahoma travel guide. Discover captivating culture, heart-pounding adventure, ultimate relaxation. This bucket list can't be missed. Order yours free today at travelok.com.
We've really had a great time here today at Climb Up in Norman.
We have, but once you burn off major calories at this location, I think you've earned yourself a sweet treat, or maybe treats.
A family in Tulsa can fix you right up. Jason Grubb shows us some of the best Italian gelato in T-Town.
The Rose District in Broken Arrow is blooming with shops, restaurants, and customers.
You can come down on a Tuesday or Wednesday night and it's just packed.
And now, STG Gelateria is planting some roots here too, with its new location at 217 South Main.
STG stands for Specialty and Tradition Guaranteed. In Italian, Specialate Tradizionale Garantita. Essentially, it means that this isn't kind of like Italy, it's exactly the same.
Owner Mike Bausch says that's because his gelato machines are Italian. The ingredients are Italian, and the process is, well, Italian.
It was amazing. It's fresh and creamy and just really, really good.
It's my first time in. I'm a sucker for gelato, and it's really good.
I sampled almost every single one of them because I didn't know what I wanted to get, so I tried them all.
There's a lot of flavors to choose from, but a good place to start is with the La Bella Vita, which means the good life in Italian. It was created especially for the Rose District.
The Good Life is my favorite.
It's got stracciatella base, which is striped chocolate or chocolate chip for an Italian version of chocolate chip. And it's got cinnamon toast crunch, because why not?
The difference between gelato and ice cream is that gelato is made with milk rather than heavy cream. Mike says you can taste the flavors easier in his treats, and there's significantly less fat.
Because it's slow churned, and I mean very, very slow churned, it's significantly denser, but with half the calories.
STG also serves up several flavors of sorbet, which uses water instead of milk.
So they're dairy free, and those have a lot of tart, very real, very good fruit flavor, very fruit forward.
While you're here, order up a cup of Topeka coffee. A Tulsa company created a special blend for STG called the El Clasico.
Oh my gosh, isn't that pretty? Thank you so much.
It's a dark medium roast, just like you'd get at a cafe in Rome or Naples.
Ooh my goodness, it's delicious.
Which one is that?
This is the caramel latte, and it's really good.
No Italian experience is complete without some pasta, and they make that here too.
We have every conceivable style of pasta, whether it be an extruded pasta like a rigatoni, to flat pasta like tagliatelle.
Spaghetti, fettuccine, the pasta process stays true to the STG experience. Mike says it's made with authentic machines and ingredients.
I'm really excited about the pasta, the fresh pasta. I'm gonna take some home for sure. Like I can see them making the pasta right now, so it's like fresh, and that's, if you've ever had it, it's amazing.
STG Gelateria is the new kid on the block here in the Rose District, and word on the street among customers seems to be unanimous.
Everything I've had has been amazing.
It's a great place to come and a good place to bring your kids and grandkids, and we'll be here a lot.
Definitely, yeah, for sure. I'll probably bring people all the time.
In Broken Arrow, I'm Jason Grubbs for Discover Oklahoma.
And no matter where your next road trip takes you, the Discover Oklahoma Dining Guide will help you find a great place to eat. Just log on to our website, travelok.com, and click Request Free Brochures to get your copy.
A huge thank you to the folks here at Climb Up in Norman for hosting us this week. You'll find them at 2701 Washington Drive, just off Highway 77 or Flood Street here in Norman, or visit the Oklahoma City location on Southeast 4th Street. At both spots, you'll need to sign a waiver before you head up the wall. You can find out more at their website, climbupgym.com.
And coming up next Saturday on Discover Oklahoma, we're headed to Lake Texoma. Everything you need to know for a great stay on the lake.
Plus, one of the most popular restaurants in the state. You don't want to miss what they're serving up at Clicks in Pawnee. It's all coming up next week right here on Discover Oklahoma.
So until next time, remember,
there's always something to discover in Oklahoma.